And plus I had to go put on a hoodie because their phone keep dying. I think your IT bitch in the precinct is just fucking up my phone or something type of way. And she probably gotta hook up with your stink fucking element bitches a certain type of way. But anyway, listen man, it's just like I was telling you, you remember the gremlin situation from back in the days. I don't want my caretakers to die stupid because I made you beyond highest empress, your quantum empress, mega empress, super astrological celestial, and celestial, in the points of enlightenment, star clusters, astrology, all jewel stones and elements of all your empresses, all the physical reality. And then then on top of it, I made all your situations to how real it is of all your physics. So, no, it's just like the Wizard of Oz. One of y'all wanted a heart, the other one wanted a fucking body, the other one wanted some fucking a brain, and then you had your fucking Dorothy bitch that just need to get home and shit because the bitch didn't know where the fuck she was from and shit. And then on top of it, let me explain something to you. A lot of y'all caretakers, I noticed some of y'all kind of skeptical and scared about your little partner because some of y'all don't care, don't care about gender, but it's just like a gulag. It's just like, I'm gonna just say like this, to the petards against who sheets, and I'm just gonna say it just like this. And even of your higher regard, even your individuals of your sacred zodiac that even have like your scorpion, your invisible and anyway, your scorpions and stuff like that. Let me listen to what I'm gonna tell you. Listen to certain things I'm about to explain to you a certain type of way because other people and their negligence and I never told you could like boys, a certain type of way. Even though I know some of my caretakers, some of you like hanging out with the children of Helen a certain type of way. But I don't say nothing at the time because, there's a difference. Some like to be, conscious. Some like to be useful, and others just like to dictate and shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference with the physical reality. I know the difference, but I'm gonna just tell you just like this. I know some of you are skeptical about me even being with some other certain situations, even of the feminine quality, because you never know when your empress will want to make a certain type of appearance. So I know what you're watching, and then on top of it, because of the social conditions of other individuals in the paradigm of time. So let me explain something. Let me explain something to you a certain type of way, right? Now you have. Let me just be real with you, even a certain type of way. You see, to my caretakers, I don't want you to die stupid in the paradigm because I got shot. So you got to remember certain things. You see, some of these element chicks and people that learn elements, some of these broads, they already have their fucked up condition to their crotch. So it's just like you hear the dog barking early morning. It's just like the fucked up condition to their crotch. A person says, I don't want to go to jail. And neither do you, because the fact is one wants to be cleanliness even for one station of reality of oneself, even of one's conduct or magnitude of the physical reality when one is around individuals. It's just like if you see somebody keep on drinking coffee, something's wrong with one of them. It's just like, you ever see Jewish niggas wake up in the morning, all they want to do is drink coffee? You look at some of them niggas like, yo, don't be influenced by the Jews and shit. The Jewish people, they're a little different and stuff. Don't be influenced by those type of situations and stuff. Them individuals didn't even understand what was going on in the Holocaust when they had their own compression to what they were already intaking in their physical reality at the time, hidden in their basement, and then they were having forms of a little amusement of like it was like playing with little GI Joe toys, having little fun, a little amusement, and things that they were doing a certain type of way to the physical reality. And then when a man says, yo, listen, you can't do that because you're causing the wrong type of chemistry and you don't want to end up with fucking tar or charcoal shit in your house and shit. And then on top of it, then you have a habitation of a feminine being where your empress is not happy how it's coming out, because the fact is when a person's making a call, a certain individual making a call, and they just want to be recognized by the empress. So the reflection of the reality of the words being said is like an opening of a door, of a point of reflection, of highlighting anatomy, and then the empress just wants to look like something else at the time. But then on top of it, she can't overwhelm her physical reality a certain type of way because she don't want individuals to be negligent or wanting to get into certain things that they're already getting into, and then wondering how come this situation is different a certain type of way, and then next thing you know is why this situation, and then she doesn't want to tell you that sometimes she has a little itch and a biohazard debris a certain type of other way, and then next thing you know, it becomes an even bigger situation than what it is, and then one is dealing with the other empresses of other social economics or a higher conscience, the reason why she's even a regard even to their structure of habitation, for their quality of their education, of their values, of their conditions, of their currency and current condition, of the revenue of equality to be into the future. So now let me explain something to you, right? Now, if you have individuals at a time that's literally like getting locked up. I can't get locked up because I made your empress. So I already made the elements of science. It don't make no sense to have an overwhelming bombard situation of individuals causing deterioration to their habitation that becomes too much work for them, and then you can't live at ease a certain type of way and have fun and no quality because another individual is is causing ignorance and fucking up their habitation of their social economics. Because if I made the earth and planet, you don't want to be collapsed by other individuals because the dirty habitation, the atmosphere that be surrounding me in a jail cell, and then on top of it, me breathing it in and then taking in the food, and then y'all end up fucking dying and wondering why I feel like y'all being attacked. It's just like, I don't want to make these videos in my crib till the crib I moved in, because I don't want people having an excuse to how they getting in my house. So if they're in my house and there's something going on a certain type of way and it's not supposed to be in my house, then you'll know for sure, like, yo, it's just like, look at this, I'm stepping on this right here, this carpet in my house. So if something's on my foot and then comes on my carpet, you'll know for sure there's something that's not supposed to be in my house, and now the quality, so you'll know the difference even when it comes to the elements and the quality of the elements. So it's a difference to the physical reality, because I'm not making a video. It's not like an era could say they jumped in and out the system in my house and shit, because a person that does that, then you'll know for sure that's a person that's being vindictive, devious, or some type of other situation. But we don't want an excuse at the time. We want to know for sure. So now, if you have an individual that's just doing something off, you want to know the difference in a person's habitation and their physics. So now let me show you something. It's just like an element chick. It's just like one of them chicks that was of an element. Say she have a house, and then she does some funny element science to the house. Now imagine this, my nigga. A chick like that, you ever see a man go to jail, and then next thing you know, it'd be all type of piss and shit all over the place, and then the person wonders, why is that shit like that? Before, it was a comfort of other individuals, or individuals going to waterway, individuals the first time they would learn how to, to warp their situation. Or I was Dr. York and shit. You remember the situation I went through when I was Dr. York? It's the same situation when I went through the Mayan, Aztec, and Incas, is because when they tried to trap me in a capsule before, the Aztecs tried that. They tried to trap me in a capsule before, and then when they trapped me in a capsule, they said, my children wanted me in a capsule. I was already cool with the element, but I was compressing in the element. They realized that they fucked up so much that they were throwing the element around, banging it, telling me to come out. I didn't want to come out the element. You remember the Da Vinci Code? I didn't want to come out your element because they were being compressed, so they didn't realize how they were gonna die. But I knew the exact way they were gonna die, because I was already compressing them ahead of time, because I'm the all space emperor. So they were fearful for what I already did, because they felt that I didn't care. They felt I didn't care about them at the time. So when I compressed myself inside, they were like, oh shit. They got so nervous, and then they started, come on. They kept realizing, seeing that they were gonna die, and they were wondering why they died. And every time they came next to the element, they were wondering, what the fuck is that? Because I was a light in the element. So now, when realizing I was the only one that could survive that physical condition, my other son, he wasn't even able to survive that physical condition. Other people couldn't do that element science because that wasn't a part of their habitation of their social economics. So they wasn't going to be able to survive that physical condition a certain type of way anyway. And then other individuals were being compressed because at the time, speaking to me wrong or doing something wrong to me, the empress, they were gonna be compressed. Everybody was gonna end up compressed and killed. So as I came out, I was the only one that knew exactly how to save everybody's life, because if somebody's gonna get compressed and killed and processed, I'm the only one that knows how to handle the packaging. Now you know the other reasons why I'm Nimrod, right? You know the real Santa Claus, right? We don't want to speak about it. The Mings were kind of mad about the situation also before back in the days, right? Because they kept seeing something happen another time, like, yo, wait a minute, son of a... But I'm the only one that knew how to save everybody's life. Not even my son was nice as me. I was the only one. So it's just like, anyway, it's just like a chick doing element science, and then she be in a dirty jail cell or some dirty piss or some dirty fucked up situation, and then you wondering why she walking around with wrong conduct and receptiveness, because a fucking dirty dog is the fucking biohazard debris of the filter of the residue that's left, that's even warning her and getting her receptors ventricles of the physical reality to the magnitude of her physics. And then a person says, why do you say that? Because, you know, once the dog starts barking, a person can't keep their dog clean. It's like the itch of your habitation. It's just like a funny itch of the social economics that it just came out different. You had some people that literally made that oath to the physical reality, to the Empress, because they wanted to live vicariously in a wild emotion, and the Empress wanted to be how can I say, a form of a form of, you know, she wants to be spontaneous when it even came to love. It's just like, you remember the element empresses of the digital system. They wanted to be spontaneous when it came to the love. But you remember DuckTales, the cartoon, when you know, one of the empresses went off and shit because she realized she did a little fucked up too much, and then she just tried to kill me when I was Scrooge, and then, you know, all types of situations happened, and then I made the movie and all types of other situations, warning the kids about it, and then the cartoon came out and everybody was like, wait, and then, you know, everything happened a certain type of way. But listen to this. Now it's just like the Empress. Now, if you have a chick doing element science, and then next thing you know, she's over there compacted, you know, her little itch, running around with her little biohazard debris from the floor, looking like her coffee mug drop, or her fucked up irritation, or causing ignorance, and just wanted to be. It's just like a person says, well, why you kicked out the other chick that they thought was Lynn? I said, no, the other chick tried to introduce Lynn to be wild emotion. I said, the other chick that looked like Siobhan Sons is Shabbat, bitch, the bitch that looks like Rachel, the bitch Rachel from Jersey. You know what I'm speaking about. She even Rachel from Friends, she was the one that tried to introduce the Empress to even Lynn, to even being a wild animal, and Lynn had to have control of her martial arts, and then her martial arts wasn't to deterioration of the physical reality. It was for discipline and conduct to obstruct one's natural habitation of security of oneself. Now, if you have a chick now that's doing element science, and then she have a little itch in her pussy, or she's irritated her nervous system, it's gonna show even in the ventricles and the receptiveness of even individuals' hair follicles is like fibers. So it's gonna show the deterioration to the ignorance a certain type of way, and the fibers of the reality showing that something's wrong. And then we're going into the future. Look, we got wires up all time. We're going into future science soon. So you know everything I'm saying is precise. So there's no funny type of situation when it comes to the physical reality of life. I'm the one that's educating you and telling you how real it is. I got shot. I gotta remind your memory for certain things so you don't end up fucked up and murdered. Because another person says, how did they do it last time? Listen, if your dogs get locked up in jail, they're comforted in certain conduct, because they're the natural conduct even of a jail system a certain type of way. They're comfortable because the fibers of their receptacle of hairs, so they're going to want to be in a certain type of element a certain type of way. And then before they take over your planet on some V shit or on some fucking gremlin shit, they're going to try to manipulate the physical elements, and they're going to be tactical about their situation, because individuals are naturally being tactical when it comes to the digital system. Individuals have to be very delicate with the certain situations that they do a certain type of way in life. So now, if you have these individuals that's over there going, how can I say, go charge my phone again? Yo, listen, I only got like 12% on my phone right now, but I finished telling you what I'm telling you. Now, listen, now we're going into future science, so other individuals wanted to be tactical. You have people breaking into international security database systems a certain type of way, and then on top of it, they're just causing information for me to give you classified information a certain type of way, and then you're gonna know for a fact that I'm a part of international security, because I'm the only one that can give you the information. You're gonna know for a fact that educated international security because you know, to one's intellect, so you're gonna know natural, an individual that's natural of international security, even from before, even after I'm on recovery, is gonna be a certain type of way. Now, I'm just telling you how real the situation is. After what certain things that happened to me that have nothing to do with me in the past and the paradigm, because other people's nervousness and certain things that already happened and conducted. Now, you already had people that wanted to cheat my economic system, so is this natural when I end up in certain places, I'm gonna tell you what you need to know to secure your intellect and to refresh your consciousness so you don't be slothful, because another person could be deteriorated just like a social structure when it comes to the natural habitation even of the elements. So you gotta be careful. Don't end up fucked up like Haiti and shit. It's just like I tell an individual and stuff, if one could, it's like, look at what Haiti did. If one fucks up the reason of their intellect or their viewpoint of even having a different view of life for one's habitation and horizon of knowing how to conduct a physical reality, so one could be okay for the rest of the future if the economic system or equality collapses a certain type of way. So one could even has a form of inspiration to even want to live a certain type of way and better. And then you see they come to another person's economic system and they fuck up another person's economic system, then that means that's something else. Because a person doesn't realize the reason of their social structure and the reason that conditioned their habitation to their intellect a certain type of way for them to even be a form of receptiveness. Because if a person messes up the reason of their peripheral conduct of one's visual reality of one's intellect of one's education, then you know that person is not a part of the natural equality of one's upliftment of horizon to the equality of the future. So you got to really think about what I'm saying. But I'm gonna just tell you just like this, you know, down to the natural habitational base of the situation. But I'm gonna just tell you, I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, I'm just gonna be real with you a certain type of way. If you have, say for instance, if you have what you call it, a person that has a dog, or a chick that's doing element science and she has a pet or a dog. You remember, we're going into the future, so certain fibers of the hairs are the natural conduct of the situation that is the receptiveness of one's receival and attraction. I'm the only one with the information, even in jewel science. So you would think about that. I'm the real reason that even made the physical reality of even the caretaker. So I'm just gonna be real. Only certain caretakers can naturally see me and know who I really am. So I'm gonna tell you, and certain people of international security could really see me and know who I really am that made international security. Only certain people's eyes can only see it. So, you know, it doesn't even matter to another individual. But I'm gonna just tell you just like this. Now, if you have a person that has a pet, this is like difference with scorpions, because if you have a bacteria or virus of output and it has to be ejected a certain type of way, it could be injected to the high frequency and intensity of light when it comes to anatomy. You know, I'm a star being. Now, but if you have a receptiveness of a fiber that is just naturally causing debris, noise, and all type of stuff, and saying is regarding when habitation, no, it could cause a form of uncomfortability, make the situation worse, and expose it on a higher level. Then you got individuals that handle a certain way. Some people just want to wrap up situations, but then you have people that just want to handle situations a certain type of way in a physical reality, and then they have that debris noise. And you know me, in my face on the pyramid, even when you see it on the lion, it's just me showing you of the lion paw individuals that already handle situations, and to let it be known, I had nothing to do with the zodiac. And on top of it, I'm a one that you gotta be very delicate with, and also mean pre-prime trends. So another person had to know what was going on around that time when I was teaching that science of the equality of the future, even at a time for their conduct of their physical reality, of even any form of etiquette when he needs to know certain things of their perceptive receptiveness of their conscience, or down to their consecration of their conduct. So now I'm just going to show you how real this is. Now, if you have a person that has a dog, or a chick that's doing element science that has a dog, it's just like a form of deterioration or debris a certain type of way, because the fact is, it's already dirtying up the natural habitation, and before it takes over your social economics to manipulate you a certain type of way and being friendly, it's gonna try to warm up to you before it causes a depression a certain type of way. And then on top of it, it says like a gel cell. If a gel cell's dirty, the natural fibers in the gel cell's dirty down to the elements, so it's going to reflect in a person's physical reality that is even of the natural conduct at a time in the paradigm of receptiveness of one's physics. So be careful to you chicks that when they're walking around with their little dogs and want to do their little dog signs themselves. And people that just show you that they don't care about the physical after a while and just want to manipulate the physical reality before it ends up a bigger deterioration of the physics and causes more discomfort or Now let me show you something. There's something on my screen right now. So there was something moving on my screen, so I don't know what that was, but anyway, my wording is in Korean language, so I don't even want to tell you how to read it or nothing when I already know, but I'm not gonna look at it to read it neither. So be very careful of what you're doing and stuff. Let me show you how real this is, right? Now you have individuals, just like I told you. Say a feminine chick got a itch and she's doing element science. She has a form of, and then she has a dog or animal, or she lives with a man that's like some dog or animal, or certain type of way, and then on top of it, she has sexual conduct on this planet where she's not supposed to even be having sexual conduct. Now, I made plans for my wife, my children, and all type of situations. So if you have a person coming out their way just to have sex on this planet, that means they're biohazard debris naturally, because they're not supposed to be. The reason of this planet and the reason of the social economic system is for the refinement of one's consciousness, knowing certain things were going to happen to me a certain type of way. So when you have people that's trying, even if I travel to my children's planet, they already know they're not supposed to even have sexual conduct or a certain type of way in comfortability in the physical reality, especially if I'm not conducting the physical a certain type of way. And then on top of it, individuals can't even be a house in a certain type of way, even if I'm having sexual conduct. So let me just show you how real this is, because my wife has to acknowledge and know herself for her consciousness to her preciseness before anybody else, before somebody thinks that they're going to manipulate her like they're doing some fucking type of organism, biodeterioration organism, like they having some fucked up orgy or something. Now, I'm just going to show you how real this situation is, right? And you got to be careful, because what I'm telling you is the reality. That's why my wife is supposed to only know my consciousness and precisely to my habitation, because we're the ones that made all legacies and lineages of all social economics. So a person doesn't want to end up being a biohazard debris and wondering what happened, right? Oh, okay. So now think about this, right? Now, if you have a chick living with some man, and then he's doing some type of animal science or certain type of things, and then she's doing element science, is a form of manipulation of the physical, and then on top of it is just playing out in the physical realm, and then individuals has to figure out what's the situation. Now, an individual says, just like you see how scorpions is a natural the natural conduct that repels a certain type of reality, even when it comes to intensity and light, because you learn that they even natural regard, even when it comes to the higher habitation. Now, another person says Sagittarius. No, Sagittarius is not, because Sagittarius is just like a free ride and stuff, and an individual that is just it's just like how can I say this, a person a certain type of way that a form of intimidation to individuals' physical reality, a certain form that causes an individual to wonder and to want them to know about certain type of form of habitation. My real estate was on the floor. A form of habitation, a certain type of way. Now, a person got to know the difference. But then you have the scorpion as a natural repellent of the situation, a certain type of way, even when it comes to the receptive energies. And then on top of it, it already is cleansing. And I'm going to let the Cupids know also. I had gave individuals a form of financing, so they should be okay. So they shouldn't have an excuse just to doing certain things that they're not supposed to be doing. Especially when the Scorpion planets, they have a certain thing when it comes to sexual conduct and all type of situations. So if they're doing misbehaving in sexual conduct, they already have a form of financing. And then if they're doing something that's even causing more deterioration a certain type of way, that's another type of vibrational pattern and a frequency going inside of them, and it's causing the biohazard debris. And then it's just the same thing like I told you according to China's situation, what China did on the internet with other individuals. individual. So a person that does something like that, that doesn't care about the raising of their sacredcy of their habitation and defiled the sacredcy at a point of acknowledgement. Because a person learns, why do you think you have houses or apartments, private rooms and stuff like that? Because a person's supposed to be private. But if you have a person that's going out there doing all type of situations a certain type of way, and then they say they're at young age. If they're a young age, it's something different. But then a person that's living comfortable a certain type of way at a young age shouldn't be doing certain things a certain type of way. And then on top of it, depending on the social economical quality of the individual, because say if you have two Chinese people chilling together and they're supposed to know certain things, and then you have another individual that's, it could be somebody lesser than the habitation of another person influencing another person to want to weaken their habitation because they're already trying to cause an inconvenience on their life a certain type of way. Or if you have two people of higher quality and they decide to do some old crazy stupid shit, then that sometimes be something else, because another person is just trying to cause a difference of uncomfort unless a person's going to co-conquer situation. But it's just telling you the truth. I never even felt comfortable ever doing no fucking orgy or no funny type of situation. I don't even like other men looking at my dick. It's just like when you see you niggas go to jail and then you see everybody have to strip down and stuff, and you be looking at a nigga like, yo, nigga wearing boxes and shit, you want to go on a nigga ass crack and strip down? You want some Buddha, you want some Shaolin Temple type shit that you just want to feel an empress and get to a jukebox situation. You're the type of person you just want to get close to an individual a certain type of way that you're not supposed to get close to, or see things that you're not supposed to see a certain type of way. There's places that's natural for things like that because it'll show itself naturally. A person that's causing a form of exposure and then claiming to be a gunshot, you got to be careful because it's like a bullet. Imagine somebody doing element science like a bullet. If you shoot somebody that's sick, what's going to happen in the paradigm in the rapid fire, even when it comes to the intensity of the burst, even of the light? Because remember, it's from a burst of light to even the element that reflects even in one's habitation. So what's going to keep happening a certain type of way when it comes to a physical habitation of one's social economics, especially if you're doing element science? Now imagine people that did golden bullets, silver bullets. I made the cults. I made all original guns from the beginning of time. So what are you thinking? You know what I'm speaking about. So you could have literally, I know you know what I'm speaking about. And I'm speaking about me, Ralph Lane, JR. Now imagine another individual manipulating individuals a certain type of way and in their physics, and then trying to get away vicariously by having even a vehicle or certain type of situations. That's when you know something's wrong with individuals. Now, a person ain't gonna tell an individual what's really going on, because if you fire a bullet and somebody's sick and it's like cleaning one's habitation. If one is into international security, one is having a civil situation, one is securing one biohazard breakout or certain type, then and you fire a bullet at an individual, what's going to happen to that habitation or that physical that you go through? What's going to be the on longevity of the habitation of the situation that occurs even at a time? You're gonna really be going through a lot of situations, especially if it's a form of your social economic elements. That's why you tell individuals behave. That's why individuals telling, me and my wife used to tell me, behave yourself. Don't go hang out with people or get into things with people unnecessary and then fuck up the Don't go hang out with people or get into things unnecessary or fuck up the quality of your social economic system. And the next thing you know, it's just a carry-on situation all the way through the paradigm, wondering what's happening. And then it's just a person that cause a form of rapid fire reflecting them, causing their family. Because say if their family sciences of elements, then you're causing your family to go through unnecessary things a certain type of way they're not supposed to be going through. So you got to be careful even when one's doing certain things for individuals at a time, because another person doesn't want to be around certain other individuals in a social economic habitation, even in the paradigm of time. Now, a person, even of conduct, when a person's doing something that's supposed even more dangerous in the situation, one's natural guidance is going to come and that's more aware of the situation, that is more self-sufficient, is going to come and says, yo, listen, man, you got to be careful, so can't be doing this to individuals. Another person's doing something a certain type of way another time, you got to go do something else, bro. because yo, bro, it's not called for something like that. Another person is manipulating the situation and making. It's just like imagine a chick. Imagine me living in a house with a chick that's already having sexual conduct with another man. That's a literal rape that's happening at the time, and another person is just trying to get away with it and manipulating the situation. And then imagine if the chick is already some ugly, stupid bitch or some stupid looking chick a certain type of way that's just in this and that's just trying to be in other people's business. It's gonna even be worse for international security, because if international security keep ignoring their situation to the comfort of their how situations are supposed to be, and they're just doing their own thing, and then you causing other people, it's just like having another person being on the hierarchy, the high society of life in a form or type of way, even in a social comfort, and then you have the real individual that's not even comfortable a certain type of way, and what do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna cause your own deterioration and death, and then just wondering what the fuck happened. It's just like having a fucking dog. A fucking dog is gonna bark in your head, make shit on your element, shit. It's just like being in jail. It's like a person said, why do you think I don't go to jail? Because I made the elements. So you can't have me in jail, because it'll be an endless deterioration. It's just like your ice bitches, Betty and them, Bethany and them, that all came out and they started playing with dildos. Yo, some of the snow that you see a certain type of way is of cleanliness. Some of it is of probably natural refinement. Then you have individuals, because even the dildo try to refine the situation a certain type of way, right? But then you have the outbreak of a certain type of chemistry when it comes to certain of the slush in certain places. Probably, and most likely the places you're gonna notice it at is where they're residing. And then you're gonna notice, like, yo, the snow and the ice, it might be different, and what carried it's like, look at this brown snow. Some of it is just the road, but why is the road looking like it was never washed? Like I already told you, you gotta literally come over here with some like salted soap. And when this snow is gone and ice is gone, you gotta come over here with like salted soap and wash down these streets. Like you gotta pour salted soap, like, you know, from a plant. You gotta wash this. Yo, listen, it's gonna literally take salted soap to literally wash away the deterioration of bacteria and a form of alcohol, a certain type of way, just to clean the social economic system after this winter. And then on top of it, if you go to Kenmare, yo, my nigga, I jerked off and the snow started looking like diamonds and crystals out there. I showed you on YouTube. The snow was looking like diamonds and crystals out there. The other day, I did it a certain type of way again, and then look. But hey, man, you don't gotta take my word for it, man. You just gotta come see it yourself. Yo, listen, man. A person's gonna notice, like, where's the situation? Right about where I'm at in the social, right where where I'm at in the social economics. Another person, they shit probably looking like fucking slush shit, all types of shit. And then the chick that's causing the shit a certain type of way too, because a person says, what's happening? As I'm doing something, another person wants me to vent off. I'm not wasting energy because I'm not having sexual conduct when I'm supposed to, because other people are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. So they're already deteriorating the social economics. So if that's happening on a level of physics, of a natural habitation,